What is up, everybody? I apologise. Chris caused all the delays, didn't he, Paddy? I mean, we were sitting here
did.
and he was just diva this, diva that. Oh, my hair.
I can confirm it was all Chris's fault. Blame Chris, all Chris.
I think it's taken 10 seconds for Chris Stonadge slander on this stream. That's got to be a record.
Your girlfriend with you to do your hair. It's not a great look before the stream, mate.
She did. To be fair, she's an absolute
Beautiful.
gem. She's made me a cup of tea. Absolute legend of a human being, my missus. So shout out to her. She's behind the green screen. By the way.
Just flex on us again. Thanks for reminding me. I'm single.
The truth is, we were just waffling, folks. We were just waffling away about life and stuff, and the time got past us. But we are here now. Three men who I am proud to say, as you can tell by looking at us, are manscaped to within an inch of our lives. Mr. Paddy Murphy there is Mr. Eau de Toilette, Eau de Cologne. Chris Stonadge there. If you haven't seen a more well-groomed male in your life, I don't know what to say. And look, I'm a man that used to have a hairy nutsack, but no more. And Valentine's Day is coming up, Paddy. You've been the only single man of the three of us here. You going to get your Manscaped game on for Valentine's Day?
Yeah. Well, why I may be officially single, I'm quietly. There's negotiations quietly going on in the background. You know what I mean? So,
look at him, go on, Paddy.
Look at him.
So, you always have to make sure that the boys are freshly manscaped, and I've got to always be ready for a battle.
We love that. And to make sure you're ready for battle at a reasonable cost, ladies and gentlemen, WFM 20% off, free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com. Loads of new products on there, by the way. Some more shampoo and shower gels, some new fragrances. Keep your eye out there, continuously bringing you the freshest and the best products. Right. Paddy, to you first. Going to deliver you a little bit of good news, sir. So you, as we know, are off to the Leicester game next week. You're going to have a new player to look at, Paddy. Luis Diaz, number 23, will be there and hopefully available for that game. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm obviously buzzing anyway, but I really hope we should be available, and I get to see that beautiful Colombian man make his debut, which will be an historic debut of a player that's going to go on to lead us to many glories, and I'm very excited. And it's my first time ever in the lower part of Anfield, in the lower main stand, so I get to get up and amongst it, close to the action.
Have you been to many night games?
I think this is I was at the Villa game in December, but it started off in the day, ended up. But this is the first proper night game I've gone to, so a lot of firsts.
This is going to be a belter, mate. I mean, you've picked a great game to go over to. 8 o'clock kickoff, I think. Leicester, yes, you've done well, sir. You've done well. To say I'm jealous would be a total crock of shit.
Thank you. Well, it's the first time I've also ever got face value tickets, so that in itself is buzzing. So I'm happy.
That is absolute limbs, to be fair.
Yeah, it is. Fair play. Well done, sir.
Come on!
As a man who was in the Championship last night, Chris, covering Swansea, I believe.
It was
a bit of a professional reporter, me. Oh, I'm professional.
No, well, I went there quite a lot last season, actually. Subtle flex. But no, Swansea lost to Luton at home. And it was the first time I've actually been covered a game that was with supporters, because last season was my first year and there was nothing going on. So, yeah, it was brilliant, actually. And I'll tell you what, press food at Swansea, shout out to whoever the chefs are. They have beautiful curry. Unbelievable. One of the best I've had. Almost as good as my mum's. Not quite up there, but almost there. So, shout out to Swansea.
Did you struggle being a student, mate, filling up your lunchbox to bring it home with you?
Luckily, no, it was all like freshly cut with cutlery and stuff. It was insane. It's insane, mate.
Cutlery and stuff.
Wow.
What type of savagery do you usually eat with? Great to have cutlery.
Well, sometimes I like to eat pasta out the pan. Occasionally, that's probably as far as I would go. But yeah, cutlery, Craig. That's what they had.
Do you know what my dad used to do, Paddy? And he got my wife doing this. So cherry tomatoes, the little ones.
Yeah.
He used to just have a bowl on our dining table. He'd have cherry tomatoes in it. And all he'd ever do was go pick up a tomato, take a bite out of it, drown it in salt, and just salt, tomato.
Really?
Yeah, all the time.
I know. I've known some people to eat tomatoes, but with salt, I don't know. I've genuinely never had a tomato in my life. You'll be shocked to know, or not shocked. So I'm a very fussy eater. But on that, the mince pie in Anfield is unreal. It's my first ever mince pie that I had in Anfield recently. It was actually banging. Steak pie.
We need to get a test, mate, to see if we're related in some way. Because there's too much crossover here. I don't eat any veg and shit either. There's far too much.
Yeah, I'm a bad fucker. I know, like I'm like if say if
It's not
see
like a
onions,
nice little Caesar salad
can't
on
do-
occasion, like a nice salad.
I can
with
I can
dressing.
stomach salad
you and your
lettuce. I can
salad.
stomach it. I could stomach lettuce. That's the most. But if I come across an onion, smell an onion, unless it's cheese and onion crisps, it's a no do. I can't go near an onion. They freak me out.
Salad's
You need
bang.
to take the what's the lads, the Hardy Bucks answer to this when he goes into the Chinese and he says, I'll have a chicken curry as well, please, and a side salad of chips.
So exactly, that's my side salad of choice with a bit of garlic and cheese on top. Now I'm hungry. Fuck my life.
That's your fault, Chris. All you and your look at me, I'm so full after the curry.
And I use
Wrong
cutlery.
cocktail as well, Chris, was it?
Oh, nah, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. That would have been banging though. And
Never
free
had
teas
one.
and coffees. Free teas and coffees as well.
I bet you had an I'm verified hat on, didn't you?
There is quite a few people in there who are verified. I will say that. But I was just with the gang. The boys.
I tell you, I've been a fair few times into the press section of the Aviva, and it's fucking grim. That's all I'm going to say, Paddy.
Really?
It's grim.
Connor said the curry was nice.
Connor's a culture who'd eat shite.
If it's free, Connor laid it.
I'll tell you a true story, Paddy, right? Sorry, folks. We'll get to Liverpool. Went in, I was in the toilets in the Aviva. I was going in for a shite, and I heard two men outside talking. And there were two lads who clearly been doing this for decades. They were like, you won't believe this, lads. I had to bring in sandwiches today. The food's gone to shite in here since the budget got cut. Sandwiches. I'm bringing in my own sandwiches, lads. And I'm nearly pissing myself in the toilet cubicle trying to keep it all in. Listen to these two grown bastards moan.
To be fair, though, it's always nice to get free shit, isn't it? But there is nothing better in this world than a free pint. That hits different.
Mate,
free pints hit different.
I'm not really a drinker, so. And
listen,
if I did, I'd drink
neither am I. I keep trying to tell because I'm trying to lose weight, and I keep trying to tell my friends that drinking spirits is the healthy option. And because they've seen me with spirits, they're like, "Fuck you! You get down the pints, mate." They don't want to see
me.
Murphy
I can't
Mayhem.
touch spirits. Can't touch
the cleanest drink, Paddy. I would advise you to have vodka and cranberry.
I've had it many times. Beautiful cranberry juice is gorgeous, and it's good for the old. It's good for the old bowels, isn't it? Makes you shite like a madman. Kidneys, same thing.
I got Connor on
kidneys.
He woke up the next day, and like Connor's still like 22, so the young man hangover.
What?
Not like, yeah.
Connor's 22. What?
Yeah.
Is he that young?
I thought Connor was like 29. Not gonna lie.
No,
he's 30. Yeah. Not in the looks department. I just mean because he's so knowledgeable, he seems a lot older. Wiser.
No, it's not reasonable that I'm still deciding if I should, marry him off to my eldest. That's the level we're at. Like I'm like,
I swear he's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, Connor, I thought you were 30, but not looks. I thought you were 30 based on your maturity and your knowledge.
Yeah.
My daughter's 18, Chris. My daughter's 18 in a couple of months, and Connor's 22, and he's got land. You see where I'm going with this?
And a missus, right? And a missus, right?
You're chatting like Henry VIII. You're chatting like Henry VIII.
There you go. Right. Anyway, to get to the football, gentlemen. I mean, I love these streams. These are my favorite type of streams where we absolutely either just take the piss out of Chris or have a bit of fun.
10 minutes of non-Liverpool talk is beautiful.
I feel like we need to have a mention, Chris, of the new training gear.
Oh, fresh, innit? Absolutely fresh. I didn't actually order it earlier because you got me on.
Because you're a cheap cunt and it's not in charity shops yet.
That is true. To be fair, that is true. It was like about €40, about £40 above my my price range. So it's got to be getting down to St. Michael's Hospice in 6 months' time.
It's all right, but like, why can't they just go with black? Black is the main color, and red as the accent color. Like that.
I get your black, Paddy. I get your black. Huh? I get the slim.
Look
black.
at this black and gold. Like, do you know what I mean? Black is just this is one of my favorite jerseys ever. To be fair,
that's a belt. I bought that.
That green on it though. The green is just beautiful. The green on that.
Emerald green. It's not like you did like emerald.
Look, the dog's bollocks in it.
Yeah, I'd love to watch. I'd love to look at Allison wear just the top of it and nothing else. Wow.
He got a nice little rest last night, by the way, Alisson. Although Fabinho was out there doing bits for Brazil. I tried to watch the Diaz game. Paddy, you messaged me about it as well. I could only sit through an hour of it before I had to watch some real football and switched on the Brazilian game.
Colombia are fucking shite, but Diaz was by far their best player and had a lot of bright moments. But yeah, God, they're terrible.
Oh, it was grim, wasn't it? I mean, when the commentators are bigging up Angel Di Maria like he's Leo Messi, and just because he did a few nutmegs, I couldn't be arsed with it, mate. I went straight on to the Brazil game and watched that.
Yeah, good choice.
Fabinho was doing bits.
Oh, Daddy Fabinho, he's the Spider-Man. I love the guy.
Actually in midfield, or was he playing at right back?
Fabinho, he was wearing the number 2, but he was more in the holding midfield role.
Right, yeah, because I know
Dani Alves was on a right back.
Dani Alves
played well. And
is this 2006?
He played well. I'm not going to lie to you. He did play well.
He was left out of the Europa League squad for Barca. I
heard Coutinho scored a worldie as well for Barca or for Brazil last night.
Yeah, if only I thought to back that.
Yeah, imagine not backing that at 8-1, Paddy. Silly goose.
It's banker, isn't it? Banker.
And you see, I go big, Paddy. I don't stick tenors on these special offers. Go bankrupt the bastards. 40 quid the maximum.
Go big, or go home with no money. That's my motto.
Right, Christoph, time for some actual journalism from you, sir. what we hear in the summer? Mane, Firmino, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita. Who's going?
The only things I've heard, and this is not from me, this is from other people, so it could be sourced, trust me, bro, like completely not a waffle, is that Mane's leaving. That, he's unhappy, because Diaz is coming in his position. So maybe we're actually getting Diaz as Mane's replacement, which does probably make sense. He's on a downward trajectory. I would say he wants to be the main man more. And it's something that we already can sort of see from the outside as well, because he always gets visibly frustrated. And I think he sees himself on the same pedestal as Salah, which simply nowadays is not true. So, I think he's the only one that I think will definitely leave.
See, on that, Paddy, my worry will be if Mane goes, okay, that's fair enough, but we're back to square one then. We're back to a situation of we've got one forward to cover the 3. Because look, are we all in agreement that Takumi Minamino ain't going to cut the mustard in the long term? I mean, I want to get a consensus on that before I move on.
I love him, and he seems like such a lovely fella. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, yeah.
And Divock contractually will move on. So, I mean, where does that leave us, Paddy? Are we looking then at another Bowen, Rafinha? Rafinha was very good for Brazil, by the way, last night.
Yeah, I mean, if that is Mane's thinking, with all due respect, good luck. Like if you're not willing to put in the work because the challengers come in, then it kind of shows where his mentality is at the moment and kind of is indicative to his form of late, in my opinion. It would be nice to keep him and retain him and have them pushing each other, because that's what we need. But as much as he'd want to leave, there's no guarantee the club will let him leave. But if he does go, then we need to bring in a left wing cover for Diaz, and because I'd imagine Diaz will be the heir to the throne. We definitely need left wing cover. I think we're all right on the right side for sure. Down the middle, losing Divock would be annoying, but I still feel we could be okay, because I'd want to see Mateusz Muszalowski get promoted. So you're having a case where we have Jota, and then the backup is Firmino, and then Muszalowski. I'd be happy enough with that, to be honest.
And
Carvalho as well. Yeah, true, actually. So I think we could be okay. I think once we get him over the line, we can definitely afford to let Divock go. But Mane, the left wing side will be lacking if he leaves.
I would agree with that. And before I get into that, before I miss a super chat, quick one. What's your favourite pudding? By pudding, I think he means dessert.
Sticky toffee pudding. Sticky toffee pudding every day.
I can't.
What?
On so many levels, Chris.
What?
It's nice to be fair. No, sticky toffee was nice.
As the best one ever for dessert.
The favourite though is a bit tough, yeah, but it is banging.
Come on, it's reliable. It's like you would put it to take the last penalty if it was
Rocky Road. Rocky Road is class.
You fucking heathens.
Listen, I'd eat, and once there's no fruit in it, I'll eat anything. To be fair.
Yeah, chocolate and fruit
should never make. Lads, have you not heard of carrot cake? Have you not heard of?
I would say carrot cake is far more boring than sticky toffee pudding. I would say that.
Fact, yeah, carrot. Yeah, come on, Craig. Let's not take Sticky toffee prime sticky toffee pudding is clear of carrot cake.
Do you know what you want? You want the miniature versions of all the desserts on the tray. You know, one of those ones.
Oh,
Miniature. I'll take it
Burton.
all. Full
Ooh.
size.
Do you ever go out for afternoon tea?
We've actually
No.
got an afternoon tea voucher from one of our parents.
That's the
I
most
am in the
English shit I've
perfect
ever heard in my
relationship
life.
because my missus loves all that fucking cucumber, lettucey, noncy shite. So if we go out for an afternoon tea, she concentrates on the lower portion sandwiches, and I'm in there straight away with the scones and the good shit. Do you know what I mean? And by the time she gets up to that, there's none left.
I didn't know afternoon tea was available in Ireland. That seems very British.
It's available everywhere, sir. It's available everywhere.
Craig is a West Brit.
My granddad was a Protestant.
Oh, that's fair enough. That's fair play, though. Nothing wrong with
you
that.
like this story, Paddy. My granddad was a Protestant, and my nanny's first husband was murdered. So my family's just got loads of good stories. And she was remarrying, and she said, "You have to convert because my kids," and I quote this family story, "are not grown up to be little orange bastards." That's the family story. And
On granny, fair play to granny boy.
That's not me altering the story, mate. That's how it was passed down to me.
Mental.
Granny spot on.
And there's not a fucking single one of them that goes near a church. None of them.
I know, that's the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, so there you go. We've always had that bit of Protestant blood in the family, unfortunately, for my
There you go.
sins.
Afternoon tea to Protestant blood. Just natural progression. I love it. Welcome to Tangents with Craig, Chris, and Paddy.
There you go. Yeah, welcome to Ireland. Drunk histories, Paddy. That's what we need to do. Me and you sit down and do a drunk histories of Ireland.
And although the channel wouldn't survive the night, it would be worth it.
Oh, no, we do that in your channel.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, there's not much to lose there, to be fair.
Chris, Cardiff, coming up at the weekend. Anything to worry about from our perspective? Who do you expect to take the pitch and how many will we beat them by?
Yeah, I would say their biggest threat was Kiefer Moore, and he's no longer a Cardiff player. However, Jordan Hugill came in and has totally impressed everyone that I know. He had one game and he ran it, and Cardiff won against Nottingham Forest, who were chasing playoffs. Apart from that, Ruben Colwill's a very good young midfielder. Tommy Doyle on loan from Manchester City, really, really good as well. He's definitely changed things around, but they won't be threatening. I'm sorry. And I know I'll probably get clipped when we get smacked up by Cardiff, but it is a question of how many, and I think it'll be 3 or 4.
I love that he thinks he's big enough to get clipped, Paddy. Oh,
I'm sorry. I got clipped. Do you know what I got clipped, right, Paddy? One of my favorite clips is like, what has this actor been in? And then Paddy just said, "Your mother." That's my favorite
That was
clip of all
quality.
time.
you became a Northern Irish man, Paddy, did you? For that
Your
little
mother.
song?
Your mother. Aye, fucking Charlie.
I tried my
Aye.
best.
What about you, lad? Huh? What about you,
Knock,
Chris?
knock. Who's there? Take your socks off. It's me. Hey. Oh, the fuck.
We'll never
What
surrender.
is wrong with us? But yeah, shout out to Bournemouth, by the way. They've had a mad transfer window. Probably the biggest transfer window for a championship club ever, or most impressive. Unbelievable.
Well, they
work.
did bring on the man who single-handedly ended Zlatan Ibrahimovic's credibility. They did bring in Nat Phillips.
Oh, I'm sick of Zlatan. He needs to stop. You're 40 years of age, mate. You're not a lion. You're a middle-aged footballer who's nowhere near the peak of his powers anymore. Shut up.
He's that lad down the pub that I could have. He's one of them lads, you know what I mean? Down the pub.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Quite a lot in his career. I will say that. Quite a lot.
no Champions League though. Nat Phillips clear.
Oh, in his own gaff as well, Paddy. He went to his own gaff and just said, "Here's Zlatan. Do you want the ball now? You're not having it, mate. Buy him off. See ya."
Get Phillips, mate. Yeah, get Phillips like a screwdriver or a battery. Take your pick. Phillips designed a lot of things.
Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, I love how we somehow went from getting Chris to give us a statistical and tactical analysis of Cardiff to us just slandering. Zlatan.
I reckon we can. Right, boys. I reckon we can go for a solid 10 minutes of actual football chat. We can do this. Come on, as a group.
Right, let's start off with a super chat to try and keep us on the straight and narrow. Right. So look, his name's Lunatic. He's already giving us easy outs here. If Mane wants to leave, then use him to swap for Jude. That way, save money and get more players playing this time. I don't look. There's a lot of ifs there, gents. One of them, if Dortmund want them, if he wants Dortmund. And look, I suppose Dortmund do have form for bringing in players of an older age, and bringing them back to the club. You know, I'm thinking of Hummels as an example. Emre Can, not as old maybe as Mane when he went there, but they do get the odd one like that, Chris, that they bring back across.
I think he's been watching a bit too much of your career mode, to be honest with you, Craig. I think that's the only place where this deal would happen. And your negotiation
fucking happen quickly, I should say.
It would.
None of this fannying about nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be your Turkish negotiation tactics, you know. Go. Exactly. Yeah, you got it. But nah, this is not a viable way. And I think FIFA's got people thinking that the player swaps are easy. They are not, and some of them are illegal when they're done.
Don't you have a pop at our community, sir? Don't you have a fucking pop at our
rare as well, very rare.
Have you seen? Yeah, the Arthur Melo and Pjanic deal came out as illegal.
And now they're looking at Griezmann and Malcolm at Barcelona there as well.
I just drank from an invisible bottle. That's mental. So,
I think he's a fucking magician now, Paddy.
Fucking hell, boys! Come on, elite.
Beautiful. That's kind of cool. That represents that's Oxlade-Chamberlain's chances of being at Liverpool next year.
He's staying.
Fuck him. No. You're on his payroll. I'm telling you now, he's being paid by Oxlade-Chamberlain as Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Honest to God. That would probably be better.
Oxlade-Chamberlain, yeah. Now, anyway, on that one.
I'm actually Oxlade-Chamberlain's son, by the way. So I'm allowed to be on his payroll.
I'm jealous of you because you get to suck on his Perry's tits. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it just sounds very crude. God, what is wrong with me?
Had the good old days when we called them puppies.
Yeah, woof, woof, woof. Sorry, I should have said boobs. That would have been nicer. Apologies. Anyway, we digress.
I merely meant correct.
Yeah, of course. I'm not wrong, though. Come on.
I can't say married man. She's too old. I'm too old for her, Paddy. I can't say anything in those regards.
No, you're still a spring chicken. But also, by the way, the kickoff time for the Cardiff game is disgraceful, especially for the Cardiffonians.
They still haven't. Cardiffians, actually, technically, they're called.
Cardiffians. Fair enough. But no, it's a disgraceful time. Like, there's no trains of it. They can't get down, so I don't know how they're going to do it.
My mates are getting a coach up at 4:30 in the morning. And Jesus. Other ones are staying overnight. But even then, like, they got to fill. I think they got an 8,000 allocation. So there's a lot of people who they're trying to cater for there. It's ridiculous.
That is mental. I do have fun memories of the last time we played Cardiff. Obviously, the Suarez season. Thank you very much, Jen. I appreciate that a lot. Legend.
Big up.
Thank you, Jen, as always. Right. So I was talking to Paddy, I think, about this yesterday, Chris. The big winners and the big losers of the transfer window. I mean, we kind of came to the conclusion that we were unsure on Newcastle, some hits and misses. We disagreed a little bit on Arsenal. Paddy thought Arsenal massive failure in the window. I thought to a degree they did well to get some wages off the books, but ultimately I think Paddy probably right because they didn't get a striker in the end.
Yeah, I think they got rid of a lot of deadwood. Like Callum Chambers was 7 years there. I don't really quite know how that happened. Aubameyang was never going to play again. Disciplinary record was terrible. How he was captain of the club is ridiculous. But yeah, it's a little bit of a situation where they cleared all the deadwood, but they didn't start building for the future. I'm sure that'll come in the summer, but yeah, it was. I don't know. I wouldn't say that they did awfully, but I wouldn't say they did well either. It was sort of like a 4.5 out of 10 window for them.
Question for the chat. I want to bring this up first as well, just to say happy birthday on Sunday.
Happy birthday.
She's definitely getting a James freaking Milner card from her husband.
As she should. As she should.
Yeah, exactly.
They're good people. That family, they're good people. This is family. So does any chat and the lads, what are we thinking? Newcastle Stay up? Go down. What are we thinking?
Up, stay up for sure.
Let me just check the
That
table.
Bruno Guimaraes alone will keep them up. Fantastic footballer,
He
fantastic
played for
signing.
Brazil last night as well.
Yes, I believe so.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I think they're going to stay up.
I don't
So I've
know.
got
It's between them and Burnley for me. It's between
I've
them
got
and
a predict-
Burnley.
Just on that, Paddy, I've got a prediction for you. Within 1 month, and take this down, take note of it. Within 1 month, the Geordies will be saying he's better than Fabinho. Watch.
Probably, but listen, we know the
Talking
truth.
of winners in
No,
the
I
league,
think
though, Burnley,
I think Trippier.
by the way.
Yeah, but I think Trippier. Well, on the Burnley thing, Burnley have finessed Newcastle. They've signed a better player in Wout Weghorst for half the price of Chris Wood, so they've done really well there.
How old is he?
Chris Wood won this. Which?
How old is Weghorst?
I think he's 30.
20,
say.
just 30, yeah, ish. But still, he's been banging them in for the thing.
29.
Wolfsburg. He is 29, but I think they've done they've got the better of the deal there. I think Trippier is a great signing. Bruno Guimaraes is a great signing. Chris Wood is completely a mess signing, and they really need to get another striker in there. Matt Target is decent, I suppose, but I do think they will stay up. I think because of the manager as well a lot. He's already implemented a nice style there, and Joe Linton has been the reincarnation of fucking Gilberto Silva or something. And yeah, I know Burnley have done some good business, but I hope Newcastle stay up out of the two of them because I fucking hate Burnley.
Hey Chris, something that caught me coming out of Newcastle last week was and look, I always admire people for being ambitious and bigging up themselves, but unless some Maximan talking about Ballon d'Ors in the future.
What is he going to buy a replica or something?
I don't know if he's going to get a picture of Mohamed Salah but yeah, he's talking about potentially winning a Ballon d'Or.
He needs to learn how to shoot first.
Don't talk to me about shooting, Chris. That's a sore point for me on FIFA.
Oh, you're not great at it. I swear you won like 8-0 the other day.
I did, but then I've upped the level again and I'm back into draw territory a lot of the time.
Fantastic. Entertaining. Can't wait. Should put it on the toughest difficulty and wait for you to get like good enough to do it. That'd be insane.
Oh no! I watch Paddy and I watch Goldberg's playing and I see people who have an understanding of what they're doing. When you watch me playing, you see my fat fingers hitting off fucking bring up menu buttons and everything like it's a travesty. It's a travesty.
It's all a learning curve.
So on the chat, right, where were we with regards to the relegation battle? I think if they were up against anybody but Burnley, because Burnley have this great habit of somehow being able to pull a rabbit out of the hat to stay up in these races. And I did tip Burnley to go down at the start of the season, so I'll probably err on the side of Newcastle having enough quality to get them up.
It's so difficult. It really is difficult seeing who's going to go.
Are we all saying that Norwich and Watford are certs then? Yeah, obviously.
See, but then I thought that when Hodgson went into Watford, I'm like, oh, they're staying up then. Like, I really rate Roy Hodgson as a manager, to be honest.
I think they're too far gone though.
They are only 2 points off Norwich with 2 games in hand. They're only 5 points from Everton. So
imagine, lads. Imagine, can we just have a little?
It's not out in the realms of possibility because Frank's not going to come in there and do miracles straight away. But I think we like to banter Frank as a manager because he's giving it the big one at Anfield, wasn't he? But I think they could have done worse. I think I don't know. We'll see. There's a few nice players in the Everton team. I think the Donny van de Beek one has been a very good signing because I rate him highly. And do you know what? I hope he gets playing well. He's a human at the end of the day. I hope he plays well for them. The Dele Alli one, that's pure like. It just depends on what he does, isn't it? Where his head's at. Like he seems too obsessed with TikTok. But there was a nice clip that Everton put out with him and Frank Lampard Greenwich.
I have a feeling with Dele Alli, Paddy, that somebody's rang Paul Merson for advice there.
Yeah, it's a strange one. I don't know. He could be unreal. We know there's a decent player in there, but he's not magically going to turn it around, isn't he? Is he? But no, I think Everton for sure have far too much quality to get relegated. And do you know what? This you might banter me. I don't want to see Everton get relegated. I'm going to be honest.
Either do I. I want that handy 6 points every season.
Oh, boys.
Yeah, no, you don't want to have a derbyless season.
You
don't want a derbyless season, though.
No, because Chris,
Well,
you
you
don't
know,
want to go down to the championship and maybe winning it and then having a trophy. Because they'll count it.
Yeah, but that's not a trophy. That's not really
they'll
a trophy.
count it. Did no guarantee to win it either, but no, I don't know what it is. I think it's because my brother's an Everton fan. But I think like if you're a proper Scouser, that Everton thing is different in your head. But I have a minor soft spot for Everton, there I say,
Not
and
the
I wouldn't.
new-
I'd rather see Burnley or Newcastle get relegated ahead of Everton.
Come on, it would be.
I
so
don't want a derby
funny,
this
boy.
season either.
It would be
Yeah,
so
I've got that
funny.
soft
It would
spot
be.
for Newcastle. Newcastle will be my soft spot because I love the Geordies.
Yeah, and to clarify my thoughts on Roy, by the way, I'm not saying he's a good manager for Liverpool's level, but I'm saying he's a very good manager for Watford's level, and he's proven that. So I think I think he gets shit on a lot for just the whole Roy thing, and the whole England job and Liverpool job. But he got Fulham Football Club from relegation to a Europa League final. That is an incredible achievement, and he kept Crystal
Against
Palace up
Atleti,
really
right?
well. So I genuinely think he's quality for that level, and he still is.
You want a bit of an odd stat? I read a stat the other day that genuinely blew me away. It's about clubs and what cities they sell most shirts in. So, what city do Aston Villa sell the most of their home shirts in?
Dublin.
Correct.
Really?
And I
Wow.
genuinely didn't see it, but there's a lot of Villa fans in Ireland, especially old school ones.
Yeah,
No
my
way!
dad-
What a guess!
My dad would have been one of those. But yeah, Dublin. I couldn't believe
Wow.
it either. I would have expected that with maybe United or Liverpool or something, but Villa or even Everton, Paddy, because there is a decent contingent of Everton fans over in Dublin as well.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of for sure. I reckon Everton's is definitely Liverpool though, if that came out. But I just knew Villa. I don't know. There's a lot of Irish villains for sure. Like I know a lot of them.
Can you Google that there real quick?
Go on. What?
Just the Villa Dublin shirt sales.
Yeah, wait there.
Most Villa shirts sold by city or something like that. The article might pop up. I only read it 2 days ago, I think, and I can't remember where.
This is from 2015, to be fair.
Fun
Birmingham
fact:
Mail.
No,
Wout Weghorst was born in Born, in Netherlands. It's called Born. That's funny.
18% bought in Dublin of Aston Villa shirts. That's 24%, 18% in London and 15% in Birmingham. There we go.
See, there's a split in Birmingham though. Obviously, there's Birmingham, and then you probably have some Wolves fans trickling in there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There was and then am I right? Would West Brom not be in and around that neck as
West
well?
Brom didn't. Yeah, West Brom.
Yeah, so if you're living in Birmingham, there'd be you'd have West Brom, Wolves, Birmingham.
Wolves is
So there's
Wolverhampton,
there's a
which
share
is
like
a little bit further out, but yeah.
There was talk before your time, Christoph, of Wimbledon at the time moving to Dublin and building a stadium at the Phoenix Park in Dublin and being part of the Premier League and flying teams across, and didn't get off the line. Joe Kinnear was part of the conversations behind it. But God, can you imagine if that had been the case, Paddy, if like MK Dons or Wimbledon had been playing in Dublin? Well, I mean,
the fans did get.
Well, let's be honest, we'd all buy a season ticket regardless of whether we're their fans or not, just so we can go and see the Uniteds, the Liverpools, the Arsenals. Would have been brilliant.
100% for sure. Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
I never even knew about that. That's mad.
Yeah, look into it. It was Joe Kinnear was behind it. I think Sam, what's the guy's name? He used to run Wimbledon at the time. Sam, is it Kazam or Sam? I don't know what his name was. I can't remember. It was that long ago.
Yeah, was it when the whole the whole MK Dons stuff happened?
I'm not sure if it was even before that, Chris.
1996.
Yeah, that sounds about spot on.
In 1994, Cork property developer Owen O'Callaghan sought a meeting with Minister of Finance Bertie Ahern out of his proposal to build a 60,000-seater national stadium. Well, yeah.
Well, that was the Bertie Bowl. I think you're thinking about out there at Phoenix Park Racecourse.
Yeah, mad.
Isn't that
imagine
mad
that Premier League team in Ireland?
Finance Bertie Ahern. I mean, we call him the Teflon Taoiseach, Chris, because nothing stuck to the fucker. Nothing. He just nothing.
Chris
anyway,
doesn't get the Tefl joke. But
back
anyway.
to the Luis Diaz. You know what Teflon is, Chris? Surely to Jesus, you
Not
have
a clue. Not a
Non-stick frying pan? No.
I got a non-stick frying pan.
Have you got a Tefal frying pan with the
What?
red spot?
I think no. I don't know. I can't remember.
Do you cook on a campfire or something, Chris? Or
I cook on my hob.
mate, I mean, I'm swine, but even I have a little bit of culture about me, mate. I will get you there. You know, when we bring it to, you want to come to Tato Park with us, Paddy?
Yeah, it was right beside me, so absolutely, yeah.
Chris and Izzy are coming over. We're bringing them to Tato Park for the day.
Sign me up, yeah. No fucking
Let's do
problem,
it.
mate, yeah.
Sound. We love it.
Absolutely.
Right, back to Diaz. Luis Diaz. Next Thursday. What we thinking? Will you get minutes against Leicester, or will you just get the walkout at half time or before the game and the big adulation of the cop?
I think no harm in throwing him straight onto the bench. No harm at all. And well, then again, we don't have Mane, right? So fucking
Yes,
start him. Who gives a
exactly.
fuck? Start him. But yeah, he'll
Well,
get a
Mane
few
will be
sessions
back.
in. No.
Let's
There's
have a
only
guess at
no way.
how the team might look by then.
By the way, are the AFCON lads? Are the AFCON lads, no matter when they're done, are they getting a break or are they coming straight back?
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
Is there any?
The final's on Sunday. Surely he'll
Is
be
there
back.
any-
That's what I'm
Leicester.
saying. But I reckon
do
you
you
give them
think
like a
there's
couple of
any
weeks,
kind
right?
of like what you call it? Isolation or something when they come back.
I don't think so. I think isn't that all stopped?
Just negative test, or I feel like
I know
COVID's
there's some
gone. Is it?
exceptions, I think, for some countries have exceptions for sports stars or things like that.
Yeah.
hmm.
Well,
Weird one,
Kate is
isn't it?
not back, and he's been out a week. Do you know what I mean? So I reckon they're going to give them like a 2-week holiday or some shit.
He's not coming on this
Get them
Sunday,
back.
Tyra. It's already been confirmed, mate. He has to get his paperwork and all sorted out. Kevin Palmer
Yeah.
of the Sunday World was saying as well, it's looking like Thursday for Luis Diaz.
Sure. I can't wait. I'm buzzing. Luis Diaz.
That's a lot,
Imagine, just start him. Just start him. He'll score, and that's the best way to do it. Who gives a shit? I'd love to start him. But on the team, you said.
Let's have a go
Right.
picking the team. I think even if Mane and Salah are back, they don't start. I don't think. I think, or they're on the bench if they're available. I think.
I don't even think. Oh wait, they're meant to be back. Actually, someone said. Oh, I forgot. I'm
Yeah.
not going to see Salah. Fuck's sake.
You might do.
God. Yeah, but I don't think they'll start anyway. I reckon it'll be the usual. Actually, no. I reckon it'll be Alisson, Trent, Ibu, Verge, Robbo, Fab, Hendo, Jones, Ox, Jota, Diaz.
Can I throw a possibility of Harvey Elliott in there?
Maybe
Too
not.
soon,
I
is it not?
don't think he plays.
He hinted at a comeback. To be fair,
He played
I
it
think
an
he-
hour.
I reckon.
He played an hour in a game, and he'll only train more between then and now.
I think he'll play Sunday.
I'd love
I don't think he'll play. I don't think he'll play against.
But let's say
I'm
Chris,
so
he got 20, 25 on Sunday, last 25. Starting to say he couldn't do an hour to start off with then.
Maybe. I'll be more tempted to put him on though. I think his impact could be like crazy.
Yeah.
At the end of the game, like he's got so much technical quality that
He's
him
actually
against
so
tired
good.
players. Him against tired players would probably be even better. So, yeah, I'll probably say that. Interesting
Did
you said about
Kate in your team there, Paddy, by the way, because Kate is back.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Did
Again,
you
look
have
at my
Kate
team.
in that midfield? I couldn't remember that you picked
Oh
out.
no! Did I give milk him with him? No, I didn't have him in. If he's back and fit, I'd love him. I actually left Henderson out of my best 11, and again I got slandered for it. But if Keita is back, I'd have him in ahead of Henderson.
Either, right now. Got to be honest.
Yeah, I'd if Keita's back, I'd have Fab, Keita, and Jones. I've really been impressed with Curtis
Thiago
Jones.
not back?
We
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
this is all, like,
Thiago, do we?
It's all up in the air. I think officially he kind of is, but I think it's a case of they're gonna go what's just finished up because it depends on who's sharpest. You know, Klopp. It's a big game. It's a must. Like all these Premier League games are must-win games because I feel like there's a chance we can catch these city bastards, but we need to win every single game. And the Leicester, as much as they're inconsistent as feck, they still have the firepower that could ruin us on the counter and stuff. So we need to really. This is a must-win. So it's a very important team selection. But on actually another thing, I think Konate, we could start to see Konate more in the last few games of this last stretch, because I feel like Matip has been a bit dodgy the last few games. Dare I say?
And I think
Chris,
it's
did
a
you say
perfect
to me
time
there was
as
an
well.
article on the High Line on the Athletic?
Yeah, brilliant
What was
article.
the summarization of the article?
Basically, it just said that it is needed, but it also needs to be done as a unit. And apparently, they didn't do it very well against who was it that we played? I can't even remember now. I'm knackered. But
Palace.
Palace, yeah, Palace. It was that we didn't as a unit after we went 2-0 up. The high line wasn't worked well at all. So maybe that's a bit of an issue. But I agree with Paddy completely that that Konate will play more. I think Jurgen might see this as his time where, when like we started to see Fabinho being put in more, we started to see Robertson being put in over Moreno more. This is his Konate time, because it's been a good break now of a week or two. So yeah, I think he will play Konate, if I'm being honest.
Did you see Kevin Friend has been dropped because of his display in the Liverpool Palace game from this round of Premier League fixtures?
Really?
Paddy got it spot on. Spot on decisions. You must feel hard done by.
I mean, I'm surprised Jota's still able to walk after that challenge, Paddy, from the keeper.
Disgraceful by Guaita. What are we saying though for, unless you're coming to it, the Cardiff team?
Honestly, I've been so blasé about this game in my head, mate. I've just been like, yeah, just get it done, get the win. Probably Tyler Morton, Curtis Jones, Queevy Kelleher. Probably. Gordon. Would you go Bradley, or would you give Trent a nod?
Bradley.
Could be Milner.
Second team, or even the third team gets the job done.
Costas on the left.
Yeah.
Gomez. And
Konate maybe, or Matip.
Yeah.
Matip, if you're... Oh, Reece Williams is back, boys. What about that?
Why? I tell you what, I've seen weirder things.
Tyler Morton.
There's a danger of being too blasé, though. Like
I think we'll
Cardiff,
get
we should be.
I think we'll have Hendo.
Yeah, go on, Hendo. You can play in this one. Even Milner, maybe. I don't know. Played it by everyone.
James freaking Milner.
Let's not forget, we're on it. We're on for a fucking quadruple, boys. Let's not take the piss here. This is another competition we want to win. So let's get that quad going. It's the first time in Klopp's tenure that we're in all four. I'm fucking buzzing.
So you should be, sir. So you should be. We get a little homage, a little nods to Tom Brady, who called time on his career after 22 years, 7 Super Bowls, 6 with the Patriots, 1 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know, even if you don't watch NFL, everybody knows who Tom Brady is.
Yeah. I was gonna slander NFL there, but I don't know how many Americans we have. I don't want to get. I don't have blood on my hands.
About 12% is the answer to your question.
Really? Yeah, that's really good. I know, Tom Brady's a legend. One of the GOAT of NFL, I know. But yeah, not my bag anyway as a sport.
Well, got to recognize greatness, dudes. Got to recognize greatness, and he was certainly.
He's 43, wasn't he?
8:30 at night, Paddy. 8:30 at night, the man went to bed at.
Every night, that's mental. The fact that he was at the top of the sport for so long is a testament to him, to be fair. And when it comes to the GOAT debate of all sports, like he's right up there with, he's up there with Messi and Ronaldo and all the Federer and Nadal. So
Jordan,
legend,
Schumacher,
Muhammad Ali.
Exactly. Happy retirement. Get him on, Tom.
Chris
come on.
just randomly throwing Muhammad Ali there. Go on, give us a bit of information on Muhammad Ali, Chris. I'll wait,
mate. Look, I'm really not in the mind frame right now on my 1 hour sleep. But from every documentary I've watched, I've been inspired by Muhammad Ali.
So
by the way, the Super Bowl ticket prices are disgraceful.
What are they? Hit me with them.
I think pitch side is $22,000.
For what?
The Super Bowl final. Or the Super
sorry,
Bowl,
I thought about the League Cup there for a second.
No, the Super Bowl, $22,000 for pitch side in the Super Bowl. You fucked in the head. Like, you'd want to be getting serious service from the team themselves for that price.
What are you suggesting?
I don't know. I was just saying, like, you don't want to be getting some special VIP treatment for that price. Fucking lunacy. Nothing, no
Jesus,
sports event is worth that unless it's the World Cup, maybe, and it's your team. You have to wear a
even then,
mask. What?
I don't know if I could cough up that kind of dough for anything, if I'm being honest with you.
The lowest price was 5K, and that's up back in the bleachers, up on the nosebleeds. That's insane. I'd pay if it was like a Champions League final for Liverpool. I don't know. It's a hard one. I don't know. I'd love to get to one,
Yeah.
but you'd want to be paying silly money for them too.
The thing about, I suppose, the NFL Super Bowl is like, and any NFL game as well, as the tailgate and the whole day that goes along with it, as well as obviously the show and the build up. And still don't know about $5,000 though at a face value ticket. That's a bit scaldy.
That's like up with the nosebleeds as well. Like, it's insane. But you know, America's prices are always super inflated, aren't they? But
Especially
I'd probably yeah, really, yeah, boxing too.
Oh yeah, I looked at going over. Before we went, myself and Connor went to 2 fights in September. We went to Warrington Lara in Headingley in Leeds, and we went to AJ Usyk in Spurs Stadium. But we looked at going over for Wilder Fury over in the US, and the prices were fucking ridiculous. Like $1,000 for a ticket, like a face value normal. We just weren't having any of it. Like, so even their pay-per-view, lads, minimum $89 usually for a pay-per-view.
Oh my
days!
Don't get me wrong. I'd love to go to America and eat my fucking ass out, like eat everything, all the shit they have over there. But but like, that's lunacy, man. That's
you know, you can eat your ass out over here, Paddy. You don't need to go abroad.
No, I get someone to do for me. Oh, yeah, I'm good. Please move on. Please move on.
No, I don't think we should.
Oh God, what am I talking about, man? It's 6 o'clock in the day.
About 11 a.m. for me. I'm still only 1 cup of coffee into the day.
What crazy!
I am too. Man. To be fair, I haven't eaten yet. Funnily enough,
I took a couple of sleeping tablets last night and slept right through. It's great. Best night's sleep I've had in ages.
I slept on a floor of a uni accommodation.
It's what? Well, you verified people. Do you know, you think you're grateful.
Oh man, Paddy's having a mare. I am. I just need to stop talking. I need theirs is demonetized again.
Yeah. God. There was one stage, Paddy, where over the course of 2 weeks we had, I think, 10 streams demonetized. Nothing to do with you. This was me back in my prime of cuntology.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Serious? I didn't know you can actually get demonetized after the fact. That's mad.
Oh yeah. It's actually, when you do live content like us, it doesn't really make a difference if you're demonetized after the fact, because you've made all the revenue from super chats and all during the stream anyway, so it doesn't make much of a difference.
True. I get you.
I'm going to be going over, by the way, at 20 to 7 to do a watch along of the Senegal game. If anybody wants to come across to the Anfield Agenda Twitch channel and join me for that, I'll be doing a watch along of Senegal against Burkina Faso, and this just feels like it should be a gimme, lads, for Senegal and Sadio. I mean, they have a murderer's row of talent in their squad.
I don't know, mate. Burkina Faso, mate. They've got fucking Traore from Villa. He's decent, mate. It should be a walk in the park, though. Hopefully.
Don't they have Tapsoba as well? The defender, really good defender from
Tapsoba, yeah, from Leverkusen, right? Yeah, for sure. They have a couple of nice little players, do Burkina Faso. Like Senegal have a lot of good players, but they haven't been phenomenal this tournament at all. But hopefully Sadio gets through, and then I am worried about Mo. I can't lie. I think Cameroon could have Egypt's number because Egypt are very poor. But hopefully not. Hopefully it'll be a Sadio Mo final. Which
home crowd behind Cameroon as well.
What's the capacity though in these games? They're not nowhere near full, are they not? They're like,
I think there was talk of half capacity. I think it was a 60,000 stadium with 30 in it, or maybe that was the Brazil game. Sorry, I just remember hearing on one of the games I watched recently.
Let's keep the American bashing to a minimum. No worries, Liz. Anything for you, mommy?
Are we bashing Americans?
No, we're just bashing Americans.
No. Robbing bastards for the prices.
I've never been to America. Have you? You've been, haven't you? I've never been. I can't wait to go one day.
Loads of times, yeah. I love to go. Well, I've only ever really been to Florida. Been to Florida 6 or 7 times.
I'm a big fan of his work. That whistle song was class.
Yeah. Over there, he picks me up at the airport all the time on his bike.
Can you blow my whistle, baby? I just want to like. Would I be considered like skinny in America?
Yeah, it's great. I'll go over there, Paddy, strolling around the place. Getting large t-shirts. Large t-shirts strolling in.
Body
moving the scooters. Past all their lads, strolling into the shop, over to the large section.
Oh my
I'm actually
God.
they have statues of my physique over in America.
Here's an example of
give
America for me, Paddy. Over there, I'm on honeymoon with my wife. After drinking the bar dry the first night over there, as you do, stroll down, seeing. We were right down in Miami, right down in the port, and we seen a place that sells smoothies. And I said, Sabrina, I'm fucking dying. I need to get some type of nutrients back into my body. So I went down and I said, I'll have, I think it was a tropical smoothie or something like that. Here's America for you, Paddy. Would you like sugar in your smoothie?
Wow.
Don't they have loads of
That's the
natural
thing, though. That's
sugars
what I
in it
want.
anyway?
Go over there and pig out and get like a portion of chips the size of me fucking head and a hamburger.
You'll never get beef like it. You'll never get beef like they know how to do a burger, man. And pancakes for breakfast and pancakes every day.
Mate,
America!
Oh,
say,
can
you see? Find it down the lean line. We've actually ended up bashing America in the end. Sorry, Liz.
We haven't. We've actually ended up bigging them up. Saying how great.
Yeah. Uno reverse.
Operative word there.
Everyone coming in. Diaz to Liverpool. Oh, great. Let's see when he can play. Oh, say, can you see? That's okay. No, one thing I am going to bash America for is singing the national anthem like that. No, embarrassing. Don't sing it like that. Do it with more integrity.
Have you seen the Marvin Gaye one? That's the national anthem.
Mate,
really?
I don't even want to talk about our national anthem.
Dude,
it's terrible.
what's the Marvin Gaye? I think it was an NBA game.
True.
Marvin Gaye's version of the American national anthem. That's it. That's redone. Perfect. Doesn't get any better. All funky. It was brilliant. Watch it. Honestly, it's amazing.
Marvin Gaye, what a man. I love putting a bit of Marvin Gaye on when I'm getting down and jiggy.
Texas doesn't like outsiders. Well, I'm coming to Texas. That's my next visiting spot. So
Texas could be their own. Are they still pushing to be their own country?
Did you see talking to the Super Bowl, actually, did you see Troops was going to get a Cronky outplane flying over it? But
how much money is Barstool paying that fucker, man?
They've got like a no-fly zone, like within like the 30 minutes of the Super Bowl stadium, and so yeah, he had to rebook it.
Troops is fucking with the wrong people over there. Like you might get away with that shit in and around the Emirates, but you're not getting away with that shit in Super Bowl, especially when Cronky's. It's his fucking stadium it's been held in and it's his team playing. You're not getting away with that shit. You will find
how much is Barstool paying this man to be fucking, you know what I mean? What the fuck? I tell you what, I don't know if you're friendly with, but like when he reacts on Barstool, man, it's the cringiest shit I've ever seen. It's the most forced shite ever.
I wouldn't say I'm friends with Troops, but I filmed with him and I found him to be a very nice guy. But I don't know.
Well, yeah. He seems to be, I mean, in terms of AFTV, he seems to be one of the better ones, which isn't really saying much these days, to be fair.
Oh, no, that channel's a shit show. I'll stand over that one. Yeah. But look, I got to go and get this watch-along sorted out for the Senegal-Burkina Faso game. So make sure you guys come over, give the Anfield Agenda Twitch a follow, then go over and unfollow Mr. Paddy Murphy. Come back, take all the subs that you were given to Mr. Paddy Murphy, bring them across to Anfield Agenda. 100%. You can link them
don't worry, there wasn't any.
From your Amazon Prime account. Is that right, Paddy?
Yeah. Listen, that's all right. I keep shitting on me. It's fine. I enjoy it. Jokes on you. I enjoy being defecated on.
Oh, TwitchCon. Welcome to Amsterdam. Welcome to Amsterdam.
Yeah. That's it. All right. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm happy for you. I'm happy. I'm not upset.
Love you, dude.
Love you too, son. Dad.
Chris. Always a pleasure, sir. Always a pleasure.
As always.
We are going to go, my friends. Watch along
on Twitch to watch along.
On Twitch. And of course,
Evan, I agree. You're on the Veen is clear.
Are you boys on Twitch, Chris?
I don't. No. I have no idea how it works.
Oh God, no! What would I know? Me, a professional journalist.
It's Twitch, isn't it? It's all this new gaming stuff. I'm
Fabrizio's on. He had 30,000 watching him on Deadline Day.
Virgins. Call my lot virgins. Me and the
No,
FIFA
they're
squad.
legends for watching your streams. I don't know what else goes on there. To be honest, isn't it like people sitting in a bath and getting donations? Because that'd be easy, wouldn't it?
That's what me and Paddy do. Yeah.
What the fuck's a bath? Is that where you go with your sheep every night?
We sit in a bath full of baked beans.
Bath.
And then we
Chris doesn't need a vibrator. He just sticks his willy in the sheep. Oh God! End the stream. What? Sorry.